Hey YouTubers, Grimmy Dragon here, and once again it's review time, and today we are taking a look at the Incredibles 2 Mr. Incredible and Elastigirl 2-pack. And yes, they are in their original costumes from the first Incredibles movie. And that's pretty cool. I like it. And it's a good look for them. It's a nice exclusive from Toys R Us, which the deal was probably made before the closing announcements happened. Rest in peace, Toys R Us. I will miss you. I'm sure I've said that a couple times, but it stands true. I will miss Toys R Us. But in any case, looking at these two, they look nice. I mean, the costumes are accurate. They're a nice 12-inch tall set of figures. Well, roughly. Obviously, Mr. Incredible's taller than Elastigirl. I don't know which one's at 12 inches and which one's shorter. But for a size comparison, let's bring in someone I got recently, and that would be this Voyager-sized Shockwave. As you can see, he's kind of tiny next to Mrs. Incredible. So, yeah, we got that. Get him back. And all in all, they are nice. Although, I will admit, the plastic does feel cheap on them. Let's bring it. Oop. Gotta be careful with these guys. But if you listen, yeah, the plastic feels kind of cheap and looks kind of like that dollar store doll plastic, which is unfortunate. Jakks Pacific really needs to work on the plastic quality for these guys. And that's all I really got on that. Articulation-wise, isn't bad. You do got a ball-jointed head. So you got the left and right movement. You can go up and down just a little bit. But it does have some articulation there. Universal shoulder joints, somewhat limited by the costume, but that can't be helped when it's cloth. You do have an elbow joint and bicep swivel. Really stiff joints at first, and it does feel like they'll break the arm off if you're not careful. So watch out for that. And you also have swivel and movement at the wrist, which is pretty cool. I do like the sparkles on this one too. I like that glitter effect. Looks pretty cool. Hips are universal. Forward, back, in and out. Can kick nice and high. You do have a knee joint, which you got to work really to make the most of, because again, it feels like you're going to break the toy when you try to move the legs at first. So be careful. And the ankles have a little bit of pivot to them, not a whole lot. It doesn't really feel like they're movable, although you do got a nice thigh swivel. And she is the articulated one of the two. Unfortunately, Mr. Incredible feels very brick-like. And yeah, it's hard to get these guys to stand. There we go. But Mr. Incredible does feel rather brick-like. He does have forward-backward movement at the shoulder, but the costume really hinders his movement, which is a shame. Elbows do work nicely, but no wrist rotation. Oh, wait, this one rotates. So, okay, maybe it doesn't. I thought it rotated for a sec. That was just the elbow, sorry. But no rotation at the wrist. But you do got movement at the elbow, so you can do something. Head does move left and right. And the legs, they can move forward, but they're on that little odd cut where it kind of moves out as it goes forward. And that's a shame. So, yeah, all Mr. Incredible can do is sit there and look heroic. Okay, I guess he's more of a display piece. The masks are removable. And they got this rubber inside to help them stick to the faces. Real nice form-fitting stuff that will keep the masks on pretty well. Although the faces on these two are really nice. Very movie accurate. I do like that. And I think they turned out wonderfully. So, yeah. I mean, if I was paying the full $30 for these guys, I might feel a little ripped off for the plastic quality and the lack of articulation. But since these guys are on clearance right now for half off at Toys R Us, it's a little bit easier to get into getting them. So, yeah, I could recommend these guys at this point. Head to Toys R Us, maybe get a little last bit of support for them, and maybe keep them in the box. They're much better to look at than they are to play with. So, yeah, just keep that in mind. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, let me know what you think. And I will see you next time. So until then, goodbye out there, whatever you are.